Give me a short welcome note. According to above information for YouTube videos, the script must be engaged people, and most attention-grabbing were, when we talk about rare coins that can completely change someone's life overnight. The James Madison $1 coin stands as a shining example. Struck in connection with the legacy of America's fourth president, who served from 1809 to 1817, these coins are far more than pieces of metal. They symbolize history, freedom, and a nation's journey, while at the same time holding unimaginable financial value in the world of see tours today. Imagine holding in your hand a coin linked to the era of America's constitutional foundation, a coin that, if rare enough, could turn out to be worth more than houses, cars, or even businesses combined. The allure of the James Madison coin lies not just in its presidential symbolism, but also in its scarcity. Collectors across the globe hunt tirelessly for specimens tied to this period, and when an unusual strike, rare error, or limited mintage appears, the bidding wars begin. This is what transforms an ordinary-looking coin into something that collectors are willing to pay millions for. A tiny flaw in minting, a unique engraving, or simply a coin surviving in pristine condition across centuries can make the difference between a pocket-change trinket and a life-changing treasure. What makes the James Madison coin especially exciting for collectors is its historical context. Madison was known as the father of the Constitution, a man who carried the weight of America's democratic ideals. Owning a coin minted in his honor is like holding a tangible piece of that legacy. But beyond the historical pride, the true magic lies in the fact that collectors will pay almost anything for rarity. And that is why these coins today are recognized as some of the most expensive and valuable $1 coins connected to the presidential series. A person who finds one in their drawer or old piggy bank might unknowingly be holding a golden ticket to wealth. In the current market, rare coins such as the James Madison $1 from 1809, 1817 are highly sought after, with stories surfacing of individuals who once thought they had nothing but loose change, only to realize they were sitting on fortunes. Some examples of rare bicentennial or early presidential coins have sold for sums that can reach into the millions, instantly changing the lives of their owners. This is not just about numismatics. It's about the thrill of finding something that bridges history and wealth, a true treasure hunt in your very own home. The emotional impact of this discovery cannot be overstated. Imagine being someone who suddenly realizes that the small coin you've kept in an old box since childhood is actually worth more than you could ever dream. Overnight, your life changes. You're no longer just holding a coin, but a piece of history with unimaginable financial value. For many, this possibility is what keeps the passion for coin collecting alive and burning stronger than ever. And for those who stumble upon it accidentally, it is nothing short of destiny delivering them fortune wrapped in history. Collectors and investors today know the potential of these coins, which is why auctions are fierce battlegrounds. Every detail, from the coin's strike to its preservation, matters enormously. A coin with sharp details, uncirculated shine, or a rare mint mark can ignite competition among buyers, driving the price to heights unimaginable to the average person. This is why numismatics is considered not only a hobby, but also an investment strategy, one where knowledge and patience can unlock treasures that others overlook. So take a moment today to check your coin jars, those dusty piggy banks, or even the piles of coins tucked away in drawers. The James Madison dollar linked to the years 1809-1817 is not just another coin. It is a fortune disguised in metal, a relic that could change your future in an instant. If you happen to find one of these rare and valuable pieces, you are not just holding money, but holding history, wealth, and legacy all at once. It is proof that sometimes the greatest treasures are hidden in the most ordinary places, waiting for someone to recognize their worth and unlock a fortune beyond imagination. Next up to in the 1954 Franklin half dollar stands as one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable treasures in American numismatic history. At first glance, it may appear to be just another silver coin, but those who truly understand its rarity know it represents far more than face value. Minted in the post-war era, this half dollar carries not only the likeness of Benjamin Franklin, a symbol of intellect, freedom, and innovation, but also the spirit of a nation rebuilding its dreams. Its timeless shine, historical legacy, and scarcity in pristine condition make it a true collector's gem, one that could be hiding in plain sight within old drawers, family collections, or forgotten piggy banks. What makes the 1954 Franklin half dollar so valuable today isn't just its age or silver content. It's the combination of rarity, minting errors, and condition. Coins from this year that were struck with unique die characteristics, double dies, or full bell lines, FBL, on the Liberty Bell design can command astronomical prices in auctions and private sales. Collectors hunt for these minute details because they reveal a glimpse into the coin's production process, where even the slightest imperfection turned into perfection for numismatists. A flawless, mirror-like finish or a mint-state coin can easily transform from pocket change into a life-changing fortune. Another factor that skyrockets the 1954 Franklin half dollar's worth is its silver purity. Composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, each coin holds significant intrinsic metal value. However, collectors are drawn more to its historical narrative than just the silver itself. The coin was produced during a golden period of U.S. minting, when artistry met precision. The Franklin series was also the last half-dollar design before the Kennedy series took over in 1964, making it a defining piece of transition in American currency. This rarity and symbolism combined to make well-preserved specimens worth thousands, or even millions, depending on condition and mint mark. Speaking of mint marks, the 1954 series was struck at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Among these, coins with clear mint marks and sharp details are particularly sought after. A 1954 S. Franklin half dollar in pristine, uncirculated condition with full bell lines can reach extraordinary values in numismatic circles. Some error coins, including those with off-center strikes or double mint marks, have been known to sell for unbelievable sums. These rare variations are often described by collectors as once-in-a-lifetime finds that could instantly change your financial destiny. For many coin enthusiasts, the true excitement lies in the discovery. Imagine opening an old coin jar or sorting through inherited collections and finding a 1954 Franklin half dollar glinting under the light. That single moment could represent more than just luck. It could be a key to unimaginable wealth. There are countless stories of ordinary people stumbling upon such coins, only to find that their forgotten treasures were worth small fortunes. This thrilling potential is what keeps collectors and everyday people alike captivated by the magic of old U.S. currency. In today's market, the value of the 1954 Franklin half dollar continues to climb, especially for coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. High-grade coins, often in mint state, MS-65 and above, can bring in massive returns. Auction houses and collectors are constantly on the lookout for these pieces, driving demand higher each year. As silver prices fluctuate, and as fewer pristine coins remain available, the 1954 Franklin half dollar's scarcity only grows more intense, making it a powerful investment opportunity for those who recognize its worth. So if you have an old coin collection, it's time to take a closer look. That 1954 Franklin half dollar tucked away in a forgotten album or box could be your golden ticket to life-changing fortune. It's more than just a piece of metal. It's a story, a legacy, and a link to America's past that holds incredible financial potential today. Don't let history slip through your fingers. Your next glance at an old coin might just reveal a treasure capable of transforming your future forever. Next up in the 1950 wheat penny is one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, a small copper treasure that continues to capture the attention of collectors and dreamers alike. Minted during an era of post-war prosperity, this humble 1-cent piece carries more than just its face value. It holds the potential for astonishing wealth. Hidden among millions of ordinary pennies are rare variants, minting errors, and exceptional conditions that transform this simple coin into a priceless artifact. For those lucky enough to possess one of these extraordinary specimens, it could truly mean an overnight change of fortune. The story of the 1950 wheat penny begins with its design, which showcases Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two stylized wheat stalks on the reverse, symbols of growth, prosperity, and American endurance. Although billions of wheat pennies were produced from 1909 to 1958, only a fraction remain in pristine condition today. The 1950 issues, especially those struck at the Denver and San Francisco mints, are particularly intriguing to collectors. Over the decades, most of these coins have been circulated, worn down, or lost, but the few that survived in perfect mint condition, especially with rare errors, have become numismatic gold mines. What makes certain 1950 wheat pennies worth a fortune lies in their striking errors and exceptional preservation. Some of the most valuable varieties include those with double-die obverses, off-center strikes, or misaligned dies. In these rare cases, a tiny imperfection during minting transformed an ordinary coin into an extraordinary rarity. Collectors and investors eagerly seek out these coins, sometimes paying thousands or even millions of dollars for the perfect specimen. A flawless 1950 wheat penny in uncirculated or proof-like condition, especially with unique characteristics, can easily rival the value of gold or even precious gemstones. Beyond their monetary value, these coins hold deep historical significance. Each wheat penny serves as a time capsule from an era when every cent counted, and when the craftsmanship of minting was a matter of national pride. The 1950 edition reflects the spirit of post-war America, resilient, ambitious, and full of hope. Holding one in your hand connects you directly to that chapter of history, a tangible reminder of how far the nation has come. It's not just metal and mint marks. It's a story of endurance, craftsmanship, and the passage of time. For modern collectors and casual coin enthusiasts, the allure of discovering a valuable 1950 wheat penny is irresistible. Imagine rummaging through an old box or an inherited collection and finding a coin that could change your life overnight. Many people have stumbled upon fortune this way, through a single coin overlooked for decades. That's the thrill of numismatics, the blend of history, luck, and treasure hunting that makes even the smallest discovery feel monumental. Every old penny deserves a second look, especially those marked with 1950 and a clear D or S mint mark. Today's market for rare coins is booming, with passionate collectors and investors driving prices to record highs. Auction houses, private collectors, and online marketplaces have turned the rare coin trade into a global phenomenon. A perfectly preserved 1950 wheat penny with distinct minting features can spark fierce bidding wars, often fetching staggering sums. As time goes on and fewer high-quality coins remain in circulation, their value continues to climb. Owning one is not just an investment. It's a piece of American heritage that grows more precious with every passing year. So before you dismiss those old pennies lying in your drawers, take a closer look. That unassuming 1950 wheat penny might be your key to unimaginable wealth. It's more than a coin. It's a legacy, a symbol of opportunity, and a potential gateway to fortune. Whether you're a serious collector or someone who simply enjoys the mystery of hidden treasures, the 1950 wheat penny stands as a shining example that sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest value. Check your collections, your piggy banks, and even your pocket change. Your life-changing treasure might already be in your hands. Next up to in the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin with the Philadelphia Mint mark P is one of the most talked about coins among collectors today. Though millions were produced, a few rare varieties and minting errors have transformed ordinary-looking coins into treasures worth thousands, and in some cases, even life-changing amounts. This coin was the first U.S. dollar to feature a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, the legendary champion of women's rights, making it not just a coin, but a symbol of American progress. When it debuted in 1979, it marked a bold step forward in U.S. coinage, blending innovation with historical significance. But hidden among those coins are rare versions that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. The 1979 P dollar coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and what makes it truly special is the existence of two distinct varieties, the narrow rim near date and the wide rim far date. The wide rim variety is the one that excites collectors, as it's much scarcer and commands a high premium in the market. On the wide rim coin, the date is positioned closer to the edge, making it visually distinct from the common version. While the narrow rim coin is worth only about $1 or $2 in circulated condition, the rare wide rim variety can bring in hundreds or even thousands depending on condition, especially when found in pristine uncirculated or proof-like quality. That tiny difference in spacing has made the wide rim 1979 P dollar one of the most hunted modern U.S. coins. What truly drives the value of the 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar isn't just scarcity, but condition and grade. Coins that remain untouched, with sharp details and mirror-like surfaces, can fetch incredible prices at auctions. Professional coin grading services often certify these coins, and when a 1979 P wide rim coin receives a high grade like MS-67 or MS-68, its value skyrockets. Collectors are willing to pay big money for perfection, a spotless coin with a strong strike, full luster, and no wear marks. Even more exciting are coins with minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center impressions, or planchet flaws, which can push the price even higher, sometimes reaching into the tens of thousands. There are also a few proof and experimental strikes that add to the mystery and allure of this coin. Some early 1979 P coins were struck using test dies or experimental blanks, creating subtle variations in texture and finish that make them unique. These coins were never intended for circulation, but somehow escaped the mint, becoming some of the most valuable Susan B. Anthony dollars ever found. Collectors who understand these nuances can spot potential fortune among ordinary-looking coins, and many stories exist of people discovering these treasures in old collections, cash drawers, or forgotten rolls of coins from the 1980s. The fascination with the Susan B. Anthony dollar also comes from its place in American coin history. It was meant to replace the cumbersome Eisenhower dollar and introduce a more convenient, smaller-sized dollar coin. However, because it closely resembled the quarter in size and color, it was often confused and quickly fell out of favor. What was seen as a failure at the time has now become a collector's dream, as fewer people saved them, leaving the rare varieties even harder to find. That twist of history, a coin once rejected by the public now worth a fortune, makes it even more intriguing. In today's coin market, collectors are willing to pay astonishing prices for the 1979 P